Hey, guess what? This one's bad. Really bad. Really, really, really bad. And you're probably thinking, but weren't the others bad as well? Let's just start and you'll see what I mean.
So we open up to this, a picture of a man-like dog holding a bone Wiimote. Around the dog are several coins with pictures of Christian and a dog. We move on to, holy shit! Christian's art just got 1,000,000 times better. It's a real picture. Okay. Well, the idea seems to be interesting enough. The dog is thinking to itself, I wish I could walk and talk like my master, so I could tell him in his language how I feel, thank him for his years of kindness, and let him know I love him.
She likes this person and she's complimenting him to the stars. Why, this could only be Sir Ego rubbing himself.
Christian! Oh god. I'm not trying to be a douche here, but I kinda missed the bad art all of a sudden. And well done, Christian, looking at the camera. He wakes up Patty the dog, who now has the ability to talk. Ah, Patty, you can talk. Not only that, you look different too, huh?
Ooh, I've always wanted to do this. I'm acting. God, that felt good.
So the dog says, wow, I can speak your language. Hooray for me. Enthusiasm much? Christian decides to give the dog some food and a makeover, and where the fuck did he find a green skirt from?
Wait, I don't wanna know.
Christian tells the bitch,
What? It is a bitch.
I can help you. I know of a great place where you can run free and have great friends to be with, and not have to worry about scaring the natives. Oh god, not this cell dimension bullshit again! He takes Patty to his room with that jewelry ain't dead.
I'm honestly starting to wonder if he smokes a cigarette and says, was it as good for you as it was for me every time he makes an ego rub? Jesus.
And? Oh holy shit!
For everyone who claims that Christian was acting all this time, look at this room. There's not enough dedication in the whole world for anyone to fill an entire room with this much shit just to be known as the fat guy on the net who shits his pants and drinks his own jizz.
I mean, wow. I thought my room was messy, but shit. No wonder he just happens to have a dimensional portal stored away in the corner. And this portal apparently seems to lead to Kivikville.
Aha, so the Sonichu universe is in another dimension. Now it all makes sense.
From my house to Kivikville, any other way would be a longer walk.
Wait, no it doesn't.
So Christian guides Patty around his office until...
You're not fucking Japanese.
Anyway, he guides Patty to his secretary but gets a call and apparently has a mix with Britney Spears and himself as a ringtone. Okay, and so the intro ends with a picture of Christian and his dog.
Oh no, don't. I'm not making fun of this.
Last time, the city of Kivikville was under the terror of Mary Walsh. Christian, Crystal, and the electric hedgehogs battled with her squad of jerk-ups and a giant cat chef. The British soldier, Sailor Mectune, and Maggie showed up. Okay, just who the fuck is Maggie? Seriously, have you met anyone called Maggie yet? Just as Chris Chan was about to finish the witch, she turned the table, and now she has Crystal in her clutches. No, he didn't! He was caught in the mirror! So, Mary Walsh laughs in victory when the scone comes flying and hitting her in the head and... Wait a minute. That's the Triforce.
Fuck you, you stupid fucking cunt nugget! Link has been a fucking chicken, a dog, a fish, a wolf, a tree, a sailor, and even a fucking monster that eats rocks. But this? Link as a Sonichu? Fuck you!
And oh, now I suddenly understand why we had that story at the beginning. It wasn't to show his respect for his dead dog. No, it was for fucking plot convenience. Yay, Patty-chan!
You're not fucking Japanese.
So Hulk Hogan, I mean Mectune, plays a rocking hurricane and... The fuck? Hold up. What? How can you... Oh. That smaller picture to end all of that up with? How climatic! So the Sonichus and the dog are talking in the mayor's office. Sonichu's depressed. Satan is trying to picture Mary Lee Walsh as the actual bad person. The purple Sonichu is giving us a nice spelling error. And the skunk is worried about his friends on Parody Isle. Sorry, that's Paradise Isle. Anyways, here's Sonichu's angry face.
Speaking of bombs, wasn't Bionic just totally da bomb at his last b-ball game?
Bitch, a girl is trapped in a magical mirror. I'll go get a hose. And who cares about someone called Bionic? Not that we care about these people, I mean, after all, look at Christian. Yeah, he's really worried out of his wits, isn't he? But the Bionic fever spreads as they now all take turns in talking about this mystical basketball player. But of course, Christian manages to throw in a little more ego rubbing.
Mickey!
Wait, so the skunk is Mickey? What happened to the skunk?
Not all men are like that. Well, for a time, Chris was one of those rare cases. Since he met Megan, his eyes were reopened and his heart was a miraculous recovery. Yet, during his 25 years on this earth, he's been kind and sweet at heart. He's the coolest.
This isn't even ego rubbing. This is dog ego leg humping.
More importantly, we tried every spell, trap.
Using a trap for a trap. Minus and minus doesn't always make a plus, you stupid twat!
Pokepower and trainer abilities we had, as well as every attack we could muster, but it was no use. However, we did come to a conclusion that the only thing that weakened the glass a bit was the power of the crystal Sonichu ball, out of 7 we had on hand. We will need the power.
There are 7 things to need to collect, let's just move.
My 2 balls! Why do the crystal have to attract each other? I cannot be deprived of my balls.
And we're moving on.
Downstairs, this Sonichu is holding his Sonichu ball. Accompanied by Blatchu and his pet vagina. Sonichu and Maggie-chan dashes to stop them but gets totally owned, and the green Sonichu teleports Christian into some kind of weird black dimension, and we are served with the worst spelling error I've ever seen.
You couldn't spell ancient words even if you spelled it backwards.
If you recall the ancient prophecy from where you got your powers, if the metal is plunged into darkness, even for just a few minutes, upon the one who looks similar to you and has your first name spelled reverse, the Dark Sonichu medallion would be created, and the victim would have the sleeping evil within him awakened and emerge.
You're on! Let's take a look!
It was prophesied by the ancient masters that the reincarnation of our leader will take pen in hand to combine a mouse and a hedgehog and give birth to a new electric creature. Then the leader will place his handmade medallion on the pedestal and release the powers that were his, as well as his lady and rival's powers. The powers will transform you all into the electric creature with variable powers of good, bad, and peace. Also, an evil will strike the day the original electrical creature finds this cave. Only the released powers can defeat the evil.
You see? There's not a fucking thing about that.
So the green Sonichu turns out to be, oh no, what a shock, Knight Sir HC.
But first things first. Put some clothes on!
So Sonichu and Blatchu are standing outside the dome and are talking. They're not fighting, they're talking, all buddy-buddy. Oh, and Blatchu has the hots for bubbles. Inside the dome, Christian and Knight Sir HC are fighting. With words. Well, lacking confidence, I make up in heart, strength, and a caring, loving boost from my sweet friend Meg-chan.
You're not fucking Japanese!
They then de-evolve into their Sonichu forms, and Meg-chan go, neither of you should interfere. The intensity of this battle would be too much for any of us. Okay, that's it. We've officially kicked out Sonichu, and this is now all about Christian. So they fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and end up in a basketball gym.
Oh gee, I wonder what will happen in here.
And after having been sucker punched at Mach free speed and whatnot, Knight Sir HC is taken out by a basketball to the temple.
You got knocked the
Christian wakes up to see Megan, who tells him that Nicer HG was sent to the hospital after getting a basketball to his head, and we get to see Christian's savior. Yep, it's Bionic, a huge ass orange Sonichu. How do I know he's huge? Well, take a look at the lines on the floor. I don't play basketball, but those lines are fucking far apart. And so it all ends with Christian advertising for his DVD, and before you ask, no, there wasn't an actual DVD.
And thank fucking God for that. We already got an entire fucking comic about this guy and plenty of YouTube movies, plus some of not fit for YouTube. We don't need a whole fucking DVD. I see you guys in the next webcomic relief. Take care.
But just give me a chance, cause deep down inside I swear I got a big heart of gold. I'm a monogamous man, no more one night stands. Come on honey, let me take you home. So kiss me, I should be. I'm soaked on the soil of the ground in the trousers. She kissed me, I only want her around. So kiss me, I should be. I'm soaked on the soil of the ground in the trousers.
Oh, and Nicer HG wakes up, but who gives a shit? Instead, let's return to Sonichu yelling about his balls. My two balls! My two balls! My two balls!